What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz.
It's your boy Natty Babs, man.
You the Baptiste, bro. What's going on, man? It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's fucking prediction day, week 15. Bye weeks are done. We got 16 games. Everybody playing. This is the final push, man. The final push. These next 4 games determine MVP, offensive player, all the awards, playoffs. Some teams have already clinched. We have some more clinching scenarios. I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. How you feeling, Asher?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Coming down with a little something. The weather's changing. It's getting cold outside. Small. So last week he dying of coughing and shit like that. I'm not coughing as much, but teaching and like my voice is almost gone. But we suck it up. We do what we do for you guys, man. So drop a like. Make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you're new. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We provide content like this every single week. We follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. I'll get back in the TikTok game, but we'll worry about that when time comes. Twitter, comment section down below. Tell us your favorite team, why you think your team's going to win. But like always, we bet. We put small amounts down. We want to give you a parlay or two at the end of the show. We might. Who knows? I probably will. The agenda is alive and well. I have an agenda. Shabazz has an agenda. We just two guys trying to make it happen, make content for you guys. So thoroughly love you guys and make sure you guys love us as well. Starting with Thursday night football. I'm on a heater. I am on a heater for Thursday night football. I'm like the last 8 games, I've my bet of that game has come true. Like ever since before Thanksgiving, I've been cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about this one. Rams, they hot right now. They just dropped 44, really 37, but 44 points against Buffalo. And the Niners, they got the groove back. They just faced the Bears team that apparently can't stop a nosebleed. They can't start fast. This is going to be one of those games where I'm going to go with the Rams with the sole reason that the Niners cannot beat the Rams. Earlier in the season, even when Cooper Cup was out, and the Niners are favored by in Los Angeles, they were favored by 5.5. What happened? The Rams upset them. Why? Because Sean McVay, it's like the AFC North type shit. Not into the big degree, but just hear me out. Sean McVay, yeah, he's a fantastic coach. And Kyle Shanahan, there's no slouch either. But for whatever reason, no matter what's going on, they can't beat these dudes. They can't beat the Rams when it matters most. Both teams fighting for playoff spots, playoff positioning in the AFC West and the NFC as a whole. The Rams, they looking hot. Now they beat the Saints. I give them that, whatever. The Saints are hurt to shit at this point in time, but it is what it is. The Rams, they got guys that I fuck with heavy. Puka Nacua, except when he's playing against my team. Puka Nacua is a dog. Kyron Williams, Notre Dame, Domer, Cooper Cup, 2 girls, 1 cup. If you know, you know. Shout out to Chisels Adonis. And Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, is better than Brock Purdy. So I got the better coach. I got the better quarterback. And the Niners still don't know who they are. They don't have a running game to speak of. Yes, Juwan Jennings is a bright spot, but what the hell happened to Debo? Debo Samuel is not even Debo anymore. What's his actual name? Let me Google that real quick. We can't call him Debo. If we're not calling him Sauce Gardner, we got Tyshawn Raekwon Samuel Sr. I'm going to go with Tyshawn. Word. It's Tyshawn, but Tyshawn, word. He not Deboing right now. He not Deboing. He not giving what he's supposed to give. He's Tyshawn right now. So Tyshawn Samuels, you got to lock in because a lot of people talk about, yo, you just got paid. You're supposed to be this guy, and you're not acting like the guy right now. So all that being said, I got the Rams to upset the Niners. It's not really an upset when it's a divisional matchup like this. They're pretty evenly matched. But I'm going to go with the better quarterback and a better coach on the road to make it happen.
So I agree 100%. I'm going with the Rams as well. You said everything perfectly. I'm going to reiterate it. Sean McVay owns Kyle Shanahan. Owns him. Matthew Stafford, he ain't up. Similar to the last season. They started off slow, lost some shaky games, and then went on an insane heater to make it to the playoffs. Similar situation. Similar things going to happen this season. 49ers lose this game, they're pretty much out of it. They're pretty much done. Because they're They're already behind Seattle and they're behind the Rams because the Rams beat them twice. That offense, man, like that offense can put up points against anybody. What else? Jared Verse and that Fisk guy.
Brandon Fisk, yep.
They
Both them FSU boys.
are some studs. And this is already on top of the second year guys that they had last year that was training under Aaron Donald. So it's like this core of the defensive front is gelling, getting pressure. Now they didn't have any sacks against Josh Allen because that's Josh Allen, but Brock Purdy is not Josh Allen. Debo or Tyshawn, he actually he on Twitter saying like, "Oh, we're not struggling. I'm just not getting the rock." But you lead your team in drops, young man.
Mm.
Brandon Ayuk got injured. Prayers up for him. We expecting you to be the lead guy, not Jawan Jennings. Kittle's having another great season, but it's all for naught because I don't get it. You mentioned it yesterday. The conveyor belt of running backs that you can turn into like elite guys that Kyle Shanahan can do. I don't get it. So Garendo is out. He got hurt in the fucking Bears game when you already up by so much. Now you get your fourth string running back. I don't know if it's going to be a high scoring game. Probably, but give me the Rams to win. And honestly, close the door on any hopes for the 49ers to make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm.
And then could they say, oh, history repeats itself because election year happened and Dak got hurt and Chiefs not in the Super Bowl. Nah. New history. And that's my agenda. I think the Rams are not them. The Niners just need a year off. They've been to NFC Championship games, a lot of turning the tires. Like, take a year off, come back healthy, know what you want to do with your quarterback, and then retool. Make the push next year. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. 1 p.m. Cowboys, Panthers. Panthers are actually favored in the game. That is crazy work. But you mentioned it yesterday, and I agree with you 100%. They've lost. They're 2-3 out of the last 5 games, but they played well. And Leggett canceling Rod Wave concerts because he fucking up the game. Like he's young, but he kind of gets it. Like ain't nothing to celebrate if I'm the reason why we losing the game. So that maturity, the agenda wants the Panthers to win because the Cowboys are out. They're still they're still mathematically in it, but they're out with a loss. My agenda pick is to put the door. But I don't think that they can win the game. I have the Cowboys winning. Simply, I just think Michael Parsons is gonna make something happen. Trayvon, they don't got Chase and Higgins over there. They got Adam Thielen and Leggett. Chuba Hubbard's a dog. But Rico Dowdle's actually been last couple of weeks. He hasn't been doing something. So, and they got CD Lamb. So give me the Cowboys to upset the Panthers, which is who would have thought I would be saying this sentence? Give me the Cowboys to upset the Panthers. The agenda, obviously, I would want the Panthers to win. Great story, great team, great players. Like I like the story there. Small wins, come big wins. Like that analogy you mentioned yesterday, perfectly applicable. Learning how to win. They still need some time, and they need some key pieces to make that happen. But they're gonna fight, so it's gonna be close. But give me the Cowboys to edge it out.
Man, as much as I want to hear that, I disagree. I think the Panthers win. I think that the last 5 weeks, as I smell my food, The last few weeks for the Panthers have been losses that they should have won. Chiefs had to have Mahomes do Mahomes shit for them to win the game. It's like, okay, whatever. Bucks game, went to overtime. Chuba Hubbard fumbles the ball. They never see it again in overtime. Last week, Xavier Legette catches the ball. They go and he rolls into the end zone. It's like 30 seconds left. And I think Philly had 2 timeouts, but who knows? So it's like they're due for a win. They're so due for a win. And I talked about it yesterday about losing big and losing small to winning big, or winning small type shit. I think they get it done. And the overlying comment. So the Cowboys played on Monday. They played a team that is a pass heavy team. What's the Cowboys' big weakness, Shabazz?
The run game.
The run game. They can't stop the run. And I expect Chuba Hubbard to have a fantastic day against this Cowboys defense. And yes, this Micah Parsons cares, Trayvon Diggs cares, Deron Bland, Cooper Rush, all of them care, which is great. But carrying only gets you so far. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers to upset the goal. Not really upset, they're favored. I'm gonna go with the Panthers to outright beat the Cowboys. And if you would have told me that back in September, I was like, "What the fuck am I smoking?" But apparently, that good shit. Next, we got Browns hosting Kansas City. Browns are underdogs by 4.5. I don't know if you see Breaking Bad, but you probably know the meme of you can't keep getting away with this.
Breaking Bad.
So it's like, bro, you can't keep getting away with this, man. And I bet Jameis last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers and their dark magic. They were at Pittsburgh. It was a losing battle. Fun fact: did you know that Pittsburgh has beaten Cleveland 25 straight times in Pittsburgh?
Yep, I know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So
that would have been great to know last week.
It would have been fantastic to know last week because I would have picked Steelers to cover, and I would have won my parlay. But who knows? So this time it's in Cleveland. It's not in Kansas City. Kansas City dark magic might not work as much, But the times that they've beaten teams, they've beaten them in Kansas City with dark magic. I think the dark magic gets negated. Upset alert. Why? I'm going with Cleveland. Most important reason, because the Chiefs have their schedule coming up. Like, they can obviously overlook the Browns, but they got the next 3 games is after the Browns. It's Texans, Steelers, Broncos. All 3 playoff teams, all 3 teams trying to knock off the Chiefs in their perch. This is be an easy overlook spot. So I'm going with Cleveland, especially the plus 4.5. I think they keep it close. Chiefs don't blow teams out. They have 14 straight 1-possession wins. They beat the Saints, whatever. But the Saints had lost by 2 possessions. That's fine. But they don't lose. They don't lose big. They lost by 9 or more points just once, and that's the only loss against Cleveland, against Buffalo. Otherwise, they cover. They cover a lot. I'm going with the Browns to upset the Chiefs because it's in Cleveland. And I believe that stretch of the following 3 games, Kansas City will be up for. Again, you got the Texans, you got the Steelers on Christmas Day, and then you got the Broncos to end the season. So, yeah, I think this is going to be like that weird, right before the playoffs start, they might lose 2 of these next 4. It's like, the Chiefs are vulnerable. And Nick Wright gets on his high horse about, nobody doubted us. No one believes in us on our show. And I'm like, bro, he's the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Like, shut the fuck up. But regardless, though, we got Browns plus 4.5. Browns upset win. I'm calling it now.
So I would love this, bro. I would love this. My agenda is actually for the Browns to win. Just to stick it to Nick Wright. Because honestly, it's fucking right. The Chiefs might win. Banner gonna drop, especially if the Bills lose. I mean, I think they get the 1 seed pretty much, locked up. Drop another banner. Pew. Drop another banner. Pew. Annoying. He's a pest. He's the best. The agenda will be for the Browns to win because of there's multiple weaknesses to the Chiefs. corner and the tackles. We mentioned it yesterday. I think they have the best guard center guard combination in the game. But the right and left tackles is cheeks. Who they defending?
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. He gonna hit him with a motherfucking boom, boom.
Yo, walk him down. You gonna walk
Walk
him
him
down.
down, you feel me? And then hit Mahomes. Because he's been getting hit a lot more recently. And that's not good. That's not good. So I do think Chiefs Magic, they pulled it out. Because Jameis is actually gonna give them ample opportunity. Like Jameis is probably gonna throw for like probably 300. Still into the Broncos game.
Sorry, guys. Caesar salad. I apologize.
He's gonna cook. Because I think he could push the envelope and they can't go tight ends. So I expect a big David and Joker game as well. But I think at the end, I think the Chiefs are gonna win. Dolphins, Texans. My agenda, I don't have an agenda for this game. I don't really care who wins. Um I gotta this is the good thing about having a bye week. No one remembers how you played recently. Um I don't remember. Like, when was the last Texas game?
They barely beat Jacksonville. They hurt Trevor Lawrence.
Right, Aziz Asilari. Yeah. So, like, and even then, you almost lost to Mac Jones. So it means you can get back. You can get caught on the back end. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Jonnu Smith, they're cooking right now. Tua is cooking right now. He might break. They're saying he might break Drew Brees' single season completion record, which is possible when all he does is just 5 yard outs. No shade, no shade, no shade. I got it. They rolling and the Dolphins need it. They lose, they're out. So they need it. I think they get it. Give me the Dolphins to upset the Texans.
Got a big ass thing of water real quick.
Not expecting that. Jesus Christ.
I agree. I think the Dolphins win. I think the Texans are relying on the fact that most likely they'll be the 4 seed. I don't think there's a way. I mean, there's a way unless like the Steelers and Bills just come crushing down. But they're probably most likely locked into the 4. For them, their playoff scenario is quite simple. They clinch the AFC South with the win and an Indy loss. So, like, both those things have to happen. So, when we talk about the Broncos game later, the Broncos play the Colts. I think the Texans are banking on the fact that they beat the Colts twice. You can give a game, and also their defense isn't like suspect. Yes, Will Anderson, shout out to him, is having a fantastic season.
Daniel
But,
Hunter too.
huh?
Daniel Hunter too.
Right. But CJ Stroud, that slump is slumping right now. And maybe that bye week came at the perfect time. Maybe they need to regulate, figure out what's going on. But hey, for the final stretch, I got Miami. I got Miami as well. All the reasons you said, I totally agree with. They need this game in order to keep their small, faint playoff hopes alive. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins as well.
And real quick before you move on to the next game, for Thursday night, the Rams pick is definitely looking better. Trent Williams ruled out. The safety Malik Mustafa's out. Nick Bosa, Isaac Garendo, and Dre Greenlaw are listed as questionable. The vibes is not, the injury gods is not in the favor of the 49ers this season. And that's okay.
Ooh,
So
that's crazy. Yeah, we're definitely going with the Rams then for sure. Jets, Jags, Tank Bowl. Don't really care who wins. I'll lean with the Jets only for give them some hope of a win. But I probably might bet Jacksonville. To be honest, crazy things happen in Jacksonville. We say this all the time. If they lose to Jacksonville, Moosey and Jason can't say anything. They cannot say you lost to bum ass Jacksonville. If that was the case, but I'm a pick the Jets. I'm picking the Jets to win, but Do I believe it? No, I really don't care who wins this game. Now, I'll probably bet the Jets for the simple fact that they do have the better quarterback, even as much as I don't like Rodgers. He's better than Mac Jones. They have the talent, they have the defense, they have everything. They have everything you would want in a team. But we ran about it yesterday. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's still fuck the Jets. But for the purposes of betting or purposes of hey, what do you guys think of my honest opinions? I think the Jets should win this game. They really should win this game. But that's all I'm really gonna say on that.
So boom. I agree with you. My agenda though is for the Jags because of you. I want you to solidify that bet for sure. But also to lose to the Jags and to ruin their tank as well in the process to help the Giants or the Raiders get Shador. You know, just gonna throw that out there.
The Jags aren't drafting a quarterback.
I know, but still, bro. I don't want Travis Hunter to go there either. The hell. I don't want him to go with. No, I do not want him to go to Jacksonville. Please, I think he's from Florida. It'll be great for his homecoming. But no, please do not draft him in Jacksonville. Absolutely not. Okay, all I'm gonna say, weird shit happens in Jacksonville. All right, I'm going with the Jets to win this game. But I will just say, we've seen weird shit happen in Jacksonville. So keep that in mind as we move on. Commanders, Saints. I think is this your last home game?
We play the Raiders.
Oh right, the Derek Carr revenge game, but that's your last one. But it's your last home game. Dude, I feel like we got played a lot of home games. I don't know why. Obviously, you played like 8 or 9. I know.
At the beginning of the season, we played so many road games. It was crazy.
Nice. So you get help on the back, and that's great. Commanders over bye week. Jaden's trying to overcome that slump, that rookie wall, or the cliff climb, whatever. I'm sorry. The agenda would be for the Saints to win.
For sure. If you want to be a responsible bettor, the Commanders
probably the game. I don't Ben DiNucci.
He's not starting.
But he's signed to your roster. Who is it? Spencer Rattler or is it the other guy?
It's looking like it's gonna be Jake Hayner.
Jake Hayner. I would love Marshawn Lattimore's hamstring to magically heal up, so he could just dominate.
I mean, we don't have any receivers, so it won't even matter.
I know. But give me the Commanders to win. Obviously, would want the Saints to win. Keep the playoff hopes alive. You lose, you're done. But give me the Commanders.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I even have to talk. I even have to say anything. Like, again, we talked about this before to set the scene, ladies and gentlemen, for you. As it gets to the end part of the season, nice pants, by the way.
Thank you.
As we get back to the end of the part of the season, yes, we try to be objective on the show, but like I said, we got our agendas, we got our own biases, we got our own plans. I had to go get the bell because the next game, Saints gonna find a way to win this game. Saints gonna find a way to win this game. That's all I say. We're gonna special teams, the defense, offense. Alvin Kamara might have a big day. I don't know. Somehow, some way, the Saints are gonna win this game, and we're like, "What the fuck happened?" Like we're gonna come on Tuesday. I'm gonna puff out my chest because the agenda is gonna finally work itself out. But you know what? I'm calling it. I got nothing else to say about this game either. So bad as you take it away, bro. Me and you are full lockstep in this.
Yo, belt to fucking ass, you heard? First of all, we off a bye. And for those who don't know, I'm a big Ravens fan. Since like 2009, I've been a Ravens fan. I was alive. I was born in 97. Our birthday is on Monday. I would love a birthday gift early to be a Ravens win. An easy way to transition from Sunday to Monday, hype on my birthday, that will be one game away from the AFC North. Because obviously, still going to lose. Lamar Jackson. And also, for those who don't know, I have a Lamar Jackson jersey. I have a Ray Lewis jersey. When I have my Ray Lewis jersey on is when I'm talking to the defense. Defense actually, last couple games, actually been doing their thing. Like, Steelers clamped them up. Chargers clamped them up. Philly, it took a breakaway one to win the game, but we pretty much clamped them up. We've had flashes of greatness on the defensive side. I want to see that, obviously. Tommy DeVito is the starter. He ain't doing none of this shit, all right? Lamar Jackson, you have to cook this game for multiple reasons. One, to avenge your loss. The one loss before the Eagles was to the Giants. So you got to avenge that, right? Belt to ass. Because I expect a Jackson vibe. I'm not gonna lie. I think a Jackson 5. I think us dropping 42 with Derrick Henry running for 100 yards and Lamar Jackson throwing 5 touchdowns to Bateman, Zay, Mark getting 2, and maybe a dump off to maybe Derrick gets 1 in the passing game and 1 in the running game. He hasn't had a rushing touchdown in like 3 games. We need to fix that. All right. Let's get in there and get healthy with a W, because we play. This is 3. It's us, Steelers, Texans, Chiefs. 3 games in 10 days. We play the Steelers again. Do not. We lose to the bum ass Giants. Now, mind you, we lost to the bum ass Raiders. And we lost to the bum ass Browns. Browns is a division opponent, Jameis Winston's first start. That's understandable. We had no business losing to the Raiders. We have no business losing to the Giants. Justin Tucker, reports are you are in the rain today, kicking field goals. Don't get sick, but good. Lamar Jackson. I say this as I think I speak for a majority of Ravens fans, that they don't care that you win the MVP, but you still have a chance to win the MVP. If you go 12-5 with the numbers you putting up, throwing for 4,000 yards and maybe 40 touchdowns, because you already got 30. You can definitely get 2 or 3 touchdowns a game for the next month or so. Yo, that's MVP numbers right there. People don't care about the MVPs. I do. I honestly do. Do I rather a Super Bowl? Absolutely. We go into the stretch. Every game is a must win. We go in there. I'm from Brooklyn, y'all. I'm from Brooklyn. Got a lot of respect for the Giants. Fuck the Jets, but a lot of respect for the Giants because they've won something. But not this week. Not this week. Fuck all that. We go in there. 16.5 is a lot. I don't expect it to be 6.5. If you're a betting person, you might want the Giants. You might say the Giants cover spread, because 16.5 is crazy.
They can't score. They have no offense, bro.
Bro, I don't care about that. All I care, Ravens up. We dropping 30 something.
You guys are minus 1,800.
I ain't putting money on it. I'm just saying, like, we gonna win the game. I'm just hoping, and then we not speaking on the other shit, the allegations on homie, we ain't saying his name. If it's true, that's wild. That's wild.
He's not even playing either. He's on IR.
Brian Burns playing?
Probably. Brian
Thibodeau good?
Burns, Thibodeau, yeah.
I ain't scared of Thibodeau. Thibodeau's honestly he's trash. Brian Burns though, that motherfucker, he nice.
Yo, real quick before you continue, I'm sorry to cut you off. When you said that Justin Tucker was kicking in the rain, I immediately thought of this. Instantly thought of it. Jesus sitting in the rain,
Bro.
trying to go Super Saiyan.
He gotta lock in, gang.
He
He gotta lock in. Keep it there. Keep this there as I talk. Bro, that's how I felt after we lost because we missed the 2 kicks and the extra point against Philly. That's how I felt when we lost to the Steelers because this motherfucker missed the kick. That's how I be feeling every time he misses a kick. Because once he misses the first one, I'm like, oh, this is the type of game we're gonna play. This is the type of game we on today. So, Justin Tucker, you're the GOAT, bro. You are the GOAT. You still the GOAT. I don't care what they say. But sir, please lock in. You don't do lock the fuck in before we tweak out, but please make all your extra points. Hopefully, we in a position where we don't have to put you out for the field goal. We just scoring touchdown. But let's lock in and let's start the birthday. Be 27. I want you to drop at least 27 points. There you go. Moving on. Bengals, Titans. The agenda is for the Titans. Because fuck the Bengals. The defense of the Titans, I'm talking about, sorry. The defense of the Titans is pretty good. I think, and plus, this is isn't this a Brian Callahan revenge year? The head coach used to be the OC for the Bengals, so they're gonna want to play hard for him. And the Bengals defense is cheeks, and they barely beat the Cowboys. They should have lost to the Cowboys, but regular Cowboy black cat bullshit. They won the game, but I'm glad they won the game. I had them in Survivor. Upset alert was what I would say, but no, I would want them to, because if the Bengals lose, they're out. They're done. But I do think they win, and they try to do some cardiac like last, and they have a chance. Like they honestly do have a chance, but it might be over in week 17 when they play the Broncos and the Broncos beat them. So they're gonna get hype. Oh yeah. Oh, we 500. Oh no, like we're like 7-8. 7-9. GG's in the chat. So give me the Bengals to win. But in my heart of hearts, I would want Tennessee. I would want Tennessee to win so badly. It's not even crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that the Bengals, they get avenged from the last season when they had this game and they lost to the Titans. It's like, what the fuck? How do we lose to the Titans? Yeah, I just think that the Titans can't score with them. So as much as they like the Titans offense is okay with Calvin Ridley, Tony Chava Pollard, and then also Nick Whisper Kakine, like outside of that, it's like, it's just I just named their 3 best weapons. Yeah, but it's like it's Will Levis. I say this all the time. It's fade Will Levis. Like it's fade all the time. Like, it's fade up Will Levis. That's all I don't really got to say. Bengals, they had the firepower that even if their defense is basura, they're gonna score 30. And yeah, like they're gonna make it happen. And I think they're gonna try to get the run game going as well. Because they're gonna need it if they make the playoffs. They're gonna need some type of run game. Now the 4:00. By the way, before we continue, I love the fact that it's like 7 games and then 5 games. Actually, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, I love this like 7 and 5. Stop doing the freaking 12 and 3 type shit. Like that shit doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why do you have so many games at 1:00? Space them out. You make the games, ladies. Like Goodell, just make this happen. Keep it this way. I love it. Chef's kiss. Now 7-5 spread. So this is the start of the 4 o'clock slate. We got Patriots going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Cardinals fighting for their playoff lives. Patriots want to tank. Think both things want like both agendas align here. I think both agendas align here. I think the Cardinals win. I also think this is like one of the weird things. Like for like the last 7 weeks, Marvin Harrison Jr. has like scored a touchdown one week and then not scored a touchdown the next week. So it's like alternates. So I think that he gets in the end zone. I think that the Cardinals just have, I think Drake May will show flashes like he's done all season.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just think that at some point he'll have a back-breaking interception, and then like, oh, the Cardinals win, yay! They escape. So I actually might bet the Patriots to cover 6.5. Like nothing about Arizona's offense has like shown me, especially recently, that they can cover more than a touchdown. Now I just think that the Cardinals end up winning outright, but I don't know about cover.
Give me the prediction would be the Cardinals, but the agenda is actually for the Patriots because I think they're tired of like, oh, we're losing, but the flashes. Like, nah, like it's your rookie season. Try to put some wins on the board. Kyler's definitely gonna give you a couple interceptions. He's definitely he's prone to do that, and it's annoying. But what are you gonna do? Cardinals win 6.5 is a lot. I do think definitely Drake May like Matt Hardy never say die. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he gonna keep on pushing until the end. But I think that but their last loss was a heartbreaking loss to Indy. Then they had their bye week. So I think they come out prepared and keep it close, but I think we think Arizona wins. Colts, Broncos. Colts actually have a chance to win the division.
Yeah.
Still, like they need to win out and Houston needs to lose out. But they have a chance. I don't think Anthony Richardson is ready for that Broncos defense. Rested off a bye. Oh man. And I'm pretty sure their defense is pissed because of the lackluster performance against James, because James threw for like damn near 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. He cooked the defense. Defense held it down with freaking 2 pick sixes, but the yardage and all that, it shouldn't have been that close. Anthony Richardson he could go like 10 for 20, but for like 2 something because he's just throwing bombs out there. So if they're not prepared, they could definitely get got. But I got the Broncos winning this game. I don't know why it's 3.5. It honestly should be more. But I think the way, like out of sight, out of mind, people must have forgot how good the Broncos actually are. So, but give me the Broncos. And if I was a betting man, 3.5 is definitely possible for sure.
If you're a betting man, like you're not a betting man.
Not right now. Not right now. And that probably going to extend because life is life. So
that's a fact. I agree. I think the Broncos whip them, like not whip their ass, but I think they win by comfortable margin. Like Anthony Richardson, like they coming off a bye as well, which is okay. But it's like that defense for Broncos, yes, 2 weeks ago, notwithstanding, like I think that they're awesome. And I think you agree that they're also awesome. And I don't think that Anthony Richardson has, because Jameis Winston throws picks, yes, but he's talented. He throws. He has he is really smart. He throws decision making, the goblin mask. But when it comes to just like being able to throw the ball, Jameis Winston has the talent. Anthony Richardson, he can't throw the distance between you to that fridge. Like it's short game. Like, now the what was the Broncos' bugaboo? Again, back to the bugaboo. They can't stop deep balls. Now that might be their Achilles heel. They might be getting got with Anthony Richardson's deep ball. But outside of that, I don't trust Indy. I don't trust Indy. The fact that they're still alive in the playoff at this point in time is kudos to the coaching staff, kudos to everything. That's how they even bench. Hey, give kudos to Joe Flacco. They won the game a couple times with him. So again, I just I think the Broncos win. Broncos win outright. Make it happen. One of the two games of the week. This 4 o'clock slate and going into the Sunday Night Football is fire. By the way, all these games matter. Hell, even the Patriots Cardinals game matters in the grand scheme of things. But Bills Lions, and then we're going to talk about Bucks Chargers, Steelers Eagles, Packers Seahawks back to back. These next 4 games, bangers. Starting with Bills Lions. Oof, Shabazz. What conference is the Saints in?
NFC.
So when it comes to like teams that's like evenly matched, it's not Kansas City. Kind of want NFC to reign supreme, having powerhouse type shit. I'm gonna go with Detroit, man. I'm going with Detroit. I think that Josh Allen has been balling. He has been Superman type beat for the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they got an unlucky loss last week, but their defense got cooked last week against cooked against the Rams. And if you're gonna tell me that the Rams and Lions don't have a comparable offenses in terms of firepower, I will look at you like you don't know football. The Lions have a comparable offense to the Rams. Yes, they don't have the same aggressive coach in terms of offensive minded, but they have an aggressive coach in terms of I'm gonna go for it and I'll put my foot on your fucking throat. I got the Lions to win this game outright. This will be a barn burner. This will be a slobber knocker. All the WWE acronym, all the euphemisms that they said back in the day. I think this game has potential to be game of the year and a potential Super Bowl preview. But I'm going with the Detroit Lions to take care of business at home. If this was in Buffalo, maybe different. But that track field in Detroit, I trust the weapons. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I trust Jared Goff in the regular season at home to take care of business. Yeah, give me Detroit.
I got Detroit too.
Oh!
The agenda actually needs Detroit to win because Ravens still have a chance for the 2 seed. But now, after this, they play the Patriots twice and the Jets, which definitely goes against my
Patriots.
Yeah,
that's what?
Bro, they got the benefit of playing in the softest division, bro.
That's a bull, bro. I'm sorry to interrupt. That was what. That's crazy.
It's bullshit. We got the Bengals twice, Steelers twice, Browns twice. You know what I'm saying? The gauntlet's there. The fix is in. I digress, though. I think this is a game where it's going to be just too much for Allen, and he throws 1 or 2 interceptions. Now, Detroit's defense is not the best. Absolutely not. They will probably get cooked for a lot of points. But I think Detroit starts the ball, and they just keep on scoring because Buffalo's defense isn't that good either. They played cupcakes, which inflates their stats. But it's not like college football where you got Mercer and you got these FCS Midwest team, whatever. Nah, they're all professionals. Respect. However, it's levels. Those can't be good teams. The only good team they beat was Kansas City. Before I make that claim out there,
the Niners, and I don't think the Niners are a good team.
Niners are not a good team this year. They have a good reputation, but they're not a good team. They beat who they beat? They beat Arizona week 1 when they should have lost. Arizona sold the bag. Would you say Arizona's a good team?
Decent, but not good.
Dolphins, not a good team. Jacksonville, not a good team. Got smoked by Baltimore. People forgot that because it happened week 4, but they got smoked. Lost to Houston 9-30. People forgot that. They smoked the Jets. Well, beat the Jets. Barely beat the Jets. Jets are not a good team. Titans are not a good team. Seattle's a good team. That was a good win. Dolphins again, 61-yard field goal to just win the game. They should have lost. But again, not a good team. Colts, Joe Flacco throws like 2 pick sixes, whatever. Josh Allen doesn't score a touchdown. Colts not a good team. Then they beat the Chiefs. Then the Niners, which I would say not a good team this season. Would you agree?
I would agree.
And then the Rams, who are a good team, they lost to. So then you got Lions, Patriots, Jets, Patriots. So you're feeding off of the cupcake now. Now I won't disrespect and say Buffalo's not a good team. I think when you step up in weight class, that's when you get exposed. Teams with good offenses could push the envelope and to put pressure on you. So, give me Detroit. Plus, they're way rested. Play Thursday after playing Thanksgiving, so they had extra rest. So give me Detroit, man. Jameer Gibbs gonna have a field day. Amon-Ra gonna have a field day. Give me Detroit, man. Bucks, Chargers. Give me the Chargers. I know they're tight. And I think that second half unlocks something for that offense. Utilizing the other players. Josh Palmer, welcome to the season. Smart, the backup for Will Dissly. Welcome to the season. Now, Gus Edwards needs to run a little better. That's for sure. But I think it's a low scoring game. The defense keeps it definitely. Defense gets a couple turnovers because Baker got that goblin mask on. He's definitely throwing like 2 interceptions a game. Get your 2 touchdowns a game at least, but also 2 interceptions. So he's definitely getting that Jameis Winston for the Bucks gene. 30 for 30. But I think the Chargers at home, after a heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs, they're like, yeah, we got to lock in. Because they haven't clinched nothing yet. They need to win. Tampa needs to win too because they can't. I don't think they will win, but they need to win because Atlanta beat them twice.
And the Saints on their ass, you know what I'm telling you.
Excuse me. But now give me the Chargers to win. I think the Chargers just keep the under is gonna hit because the Chargers don't really score a lot of points. So give me the Chargers to win.
Nor give up a lot of points either. I totally agree. I think the Chargers win, not because of my agenda. I mean, yes, because of my agenda, but also at the same time, I guess you said like the second half unlocks something for the Chargers. They realize, okay, they're gonna run the ball down teams' throats and like just make it happen in that regard. I truly believe that like they are. You said the word pissed. They had Kansas City dead to rights and they still lost. So I think that they unlocks. I think like and also Jim Harbaugh off a loss. Like I don't know what their record is, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. Like a couple weeks ago, lost to a big primetime game against Baltimore. What happened the next week? They played Atlanta, put it on them. In terms of defensively, they put it on them. Right. Then they lost to Kansas City Sunday Night Football. I think they put the defensively, of course, puts it on Tampa Bay. They get a couple picks. Baker Mayfield loses and they're 7-7. The Saints right there climbing up, be 6-8, 1 game back. Just talk about it. That's all I gotta say. Just talk about it, be about it. Then the Battle of Pennsylvania. We got Pittsburgh Steelers going to Philly. Man, this is gonna be a good game. I got the upset. I'm sorry, Shabazz. I know your agenda has the Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh winning, man. The vibe, it's a vibes thing for me. The vibes for Philly is down, and the vibes for Steelers are skyrocketing high right now. They love Russ. I like Russ. I think he's not fake anymore. I think he has that. He's showcasing that. This is like I'm actually him. Yeah, they played Cleveland. That's fine. And their offense, they have a problem. It's like both teams are weird in the sense that the Steelers can't score in the red zone. But the Eagles have trouble getting to the red zone. Once they get to the red zone, it's over. Like they're going to score a touchdown somehow. But the Steelers can move the ball between the 20s, or in this case, between the 30s. and now they just can't punch it in for some reason. Like they just can't. I think this is a slugfest, an ugly ass game. I think George Pickens is still out. I think he's out for a couple more weeks with his hamstring. I got again. For just the dark magic vibes right now. I think the Steelers will upset the Eagles and definitely keep it close. 5.5 for any team facing Pittsburgh is way too much for either side. For either side, hell, I felt confident about that Browns pick last week, and I was almost correct. Shabazz. They had 2 missed field goals. Again, when you play Pittsburgh, just and also one more thing as I pass it back to you, Jake Elliott can't hit a 50-yard field goal to save his life.
He cooked right now.
He's like 0 for 6 from 50 yards. It's like bad. And even inside 50, he's not that great either. So, and again, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, they're not really getting the touches. Jalen Hurts throwing the ball less than 15 times a game. Saquon is carrying this team, but I think that T.J. Watt, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will have figure out a way to stop Saquon because he's the reason why that offense goes. They have a good secondary. Steelers have the defense to contend Philly. And I just think the Steelers upset them.
Come on now.
The agenda, I know.
The agenda, baby girl. Need the Eagles to win, man. One, because if there's any other person I want to win MVP, it's Saquon Barkley. Where's the next chance a running back is actually have a chance to break Eric Dickerson's record? It's not likely to happen, especially in the generation that we're in right now. So, Steelers, the defense definitely keeps it close. It's going to be low scoring. Well, I say low scoring, it'll probably be like 20-something to 20-something in the 20s. I don't see no one cracking 30. I don't. Reason why is because T.J. Watt, defensive player of the year candidate, like he gonna make it happen. This is a big opportunity for Jalen Hurts to step up. I mentioned yesterday, you can't be paying a $250 million quarterback to be throwing 15, 20 times a game. No. Like, there's no excuse for why he's not producing at the level he should be when you got 2 number 1 receivers. And Dallas Goedert, who's a top 10 tight end. But he's out. George Pickens is out for this game. I'm pretty sure. Hamstrings, definitely tricky. Pretty much you're in the playoffs. I would rather save. If I was the Steelers, I would want to save him for the playoffs, or at least the last week of the season to get ready for the playoffs. I don't think the Eagles defense is legit. Definitely legit. So it's good on good, like strength on strength, defense against defense. That's why I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I think Saquon breaks one. Similar to us. It was low-scoring. Then Saquon broke a 20-yard touchdown run, and then that sealed the game for them. So I think it's close, but then Saquon does an MVP-level thing, and he makes it happen. So give me the Pittsburgh. Psych. Give me the Eagles to win the game and to help us out to make a crucial Saturday night football for the division, pretty much. Not for the Saturday night, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday, bro. Nuts, right? So yeah, give me the Eagles to win. Sunday night football on NBC. Ooh, no, and the Packers going to Seattle. Man, I want Jordan Love to win, to change the narrative that he can't beat, because right now he can't beat good teams because he can't beat Detroit. Like all it is, like look at their wins. Like it's similar to Buffalo. Like you step up in class a little bit and you get cooked. What do I have? I think I have it in my notes. I'm changing my heart. Maybe
I'm going with Seattle.
I'm changing my heart. Yep, changing my heart. I think the Packers could win the game. I'm going with Seattle, man. In their 4-game winning streak, their defense has been amazing. Packers defense has been suspect. Not gonna lie, they can get thrown on. Geno is top 5 in passing yards. Now, not a lot of touchdowns, but he is top 5 in passing yards. Jackson Smith and Jigba, man, that's the flag. He's gonna cook, especially if Jair doesn't play. He gonna cook, and it's definitely. I think the over definitely cashes in this game, and I think Jordan Love definitely gives it away because he hasn't really done it in the last couple weeks.
But again, he hasn't thrown the ball much.
He hasn't had to throw the. No, against the Lions, he had to. He had to come back. But I mean, no, I'm lying. Josh Jacobs had 3 touchdowns. You're right, absolutely right. I think when you ask a lot of him, that's when he makes those mistakes. And if they can't get the run game going, that's going when they don't need to pass it. And that's when he definitely throws an interception or two. So give me Seattle to upset the Packers. And to continue the push for the playoff and the winning the division.
Yeah. Again, this teams I owe apologies to. Seattle is one of them. I think I picked them to be last in the division. I apologize. They are cooking right now. Geno is Geno right now. He's doing his thing. And more importantly, like that defense, they have turned it around this season. They have turned it around. Shout out to Mike McDonald. Ravens great. But it's one of those things too. And you said it at the very beginning, the Packers haven't beaten good teams.
They have not.
They haven't been good teams. And every time they play a good team, I don't think Miami's a good team, especially in cold weather. Like I don't think they're a good team. So it's one of those things like every time they do, it's like they somehow somewhere outmatched. Or Jordan Love thinks he has to do the most and then they lose. So I just don't trust Packers against good teams. I think Seattle's a good team. And then if they do win, okay, cool. Like that they got one notch on their belt. But until then, I don't trust them. I don't. Simple as that. Game 1, the Monday night doubleheader for some reason, which I'm not mad about. I always like more football. So if the one game sucks, I'm just gonna turn to another game. Bears, Vikings. Vikings are favored by 7 points, even. Vikings coming off a 42-21 thumping of Minnesota, which is not of Minnesota, of Atlanta. I apologize for the mispronouncing, which was great because I needed Minnesota to beat Atlanta, so they handle business. Bears can't start fast to save their freaking lives. Then by the time they start going, the defense gives up points and yards. Shabazz, you want to know the last time these two teams played?
It was in overtime.
The Bears lost in overtime. Do you know the last time these two played on Monday Night Football?
I don't.
It was Justin Fields versus, at the time, I guess it was, I don't even know the quarterback. I apologize. I thought I was looking
Who was it?
I forgot who it was, but it was Justin Fields on Monday Night Football. He went to Minnesota and stole and upset them. For some reason, the skull chant ain't gonna be skull chanting, man. I'm going with the Bears to upset Minnesota. This might be if I'm going to die on the sword. If I'm losing, I'm gonna lose on my sword, man. I'm going with him, man. I'm going with him, man. I gotta stick with him. I gotta stick beside him. That's my friend's team, and I gotta stick beside him.
Now, there is an avenue for the Bears.
There is an avenue for the Bears. They just gotta start fast, bro.
They need to in the first quarter do something. Because back-to-back weeks they're playing cardiac kids, and Caleb is not good enough to be doing that yet. He's not.
Absolutely agree.
He can get there, but he's not like at that level where he's down by a couple scores. Yeah, no, he's not that yet. He's not that yet.
I think that the second half, because the last good first half they had was against Minnesota. Like they ran the ball well, they had a lead. It was like, oh shit, cool. And that defense just gave up like points. Defense isn't good enough to keep teams in check. They're not, especially with Montez Sweat not really playing up to his all-pro potential. I think that just the Bears keep it close, keep it ugly. and the Vikings might win. That's fine, but my bet would be Bears +7. I think they cover.
I think that would be a good bet. I got the Vikings winning. I think and slamming the door in Chicago permanently. Um, and depending on the results of, I think did they clinch a spot already? No, they haven't clinched a playoff spot.
They can clinch a spot
Depending on like Sunday's action, like they could like go into
if
Sunday.
if they win, they're in. If the Rams lose, they're in, and if the Seahawks lose, they're in. So they have 3 different avenues to get in.
So like honestly, they could pull up like Monday and like, we chill, but they can still win the division though.
They can still win the division because they played the Lions last week of the season.
So for me, and imagine Sam Darnold. Okay, but I think Sam Darnold's been playing well, and I think Jalen Johnson's going to be on Justin Jefferson. I expect T.J. Hawkinson and Jordan Addison to cook. Give him time to throw, and Sam do not make a mistake. And there you go. I do like the coach. I like the but like he kind of like he was a pass game coordinator, then he was the OC, then he was the head coach. It's like I think he was probably overwhelmed that first game. From an assistant to a head coach in like a month is kind of crazy. So he might have a better grasp of like the situation this time around and keep it close, like you mentioned. I do think the 7 is a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. Now, game 2. I don't know why they got 2 games. You could have easily had this at 4:00. You easily could have had this at 4:00 because Raiders played West Coast. Raiders. Falcons need it. They've lost 4 straight games, yo. They need this like no other body's business. Desmond Ridder revenge game, though. Brock Bowers is that guy. Max Crosby is that guy. I will not putting money on this game. The agenda is for the Raiders. Kirk Cousins has not thrown a touchdown in 4 games with 8 interceptions.
Talk about it.
Boy, I would love for the Raiders to win. I don't think it happens. I do think they finally get right because the back end is so bad. So I think Kirko finally can like do something. But Matt, you gotta block Max Crosby, man. If he don't wreck the game, the Raiders have no chance to win. So give me Kirko to finally get a dub in like over a month.
Come on, man. The agenda. We got the Raiders winning, man. I know I gotta put my faith in Desmond Shitter. Probably can't call him that until he plays on our birthday. So on our birthday, when we're running for it, no, you're probably with your baby girl, right? On our birthday, probably not watching the games.
We'll see. She's sick, so we gotta see.
Okay, well, regardless though, birthday would be awesome if if the Raiders were having to win, because then again, the fact that Atlanta lost 5 straight, would always bring a smile to my heart. I would always be happy. Again, to keep us in the playoffs, keeps us in the division race. With that said, though, all right, yeah, I got nothing really else to add. The one thing I won't say, ladies and gentlemen, if you lose, we're gonna talk about my parlay, the agenda parlay. Real quick. Again, if you lose, don't blame us. We're just trying to make it happen. But when you win, buzz us. With a like, subscribe for new telephone, all that good stuff. The agenda. It's quite simple. I'm not talking about the Panthers. If you want to put the Panthers in there as well, you can. But I got all money line Saints to beat the Commanders, the Chargers to beat the Bucks, and the Raiders to wrap it up on Monday is $1 to win essentially $17. Hey, crazier things have happened. It's the NFL, the greatest reality TV show of all time. For Shabazz, I'm Natty Baps. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend, live your life in the 4 F's and a V: faith, food, family, football, and most importantly, because you gotta have this one, most importantly,
vindication.
Tuesday, 27 years old, so definitely looking forward to Tuesday's show. First show is 27-year-old, so it's gonna be great. Again, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to Offensive Show. Tell you Tuesday 8:30. Be there. Ravens, yo. Ravens, please. I don't need no last second field goal nonsense. I need us like on some Bucks Giants bowl, like belt to ass. Let's get it. Peace out.